The Mid-Autumn Festival, also known as the Moon Festival or Mooncake Festival, is a harvest festival celebrated in Chinese culture. It is held on the 15th day of the 8th month of the Chinese lunisolar calendar with a full moon at night, corresponding to mid-September to early October of the Gregorian calendar. On this day, the Chinese believe that the moon is at its brightest and fullest size, coinciding with harvest time in the middle of autumn. The Mid-Autumn Festival is one of the most important holidays in Chinese culture. Its popularity is on par with that of Chinese New Year. The history of the festival dates back over 3,000 years. Similar festivals are celebrated by other cultures in East and Southeast Asia. During the festival, lanterns of all sizes and shapes, which symbolize beacons that light people's path to prosperity and good fortune, are carried and displayed. Mooncakes, a rich pastry typically filled with sweet bean, egg yolk, meat or lotus seed paste, are traditionally eaten during this festival. The Mid-Autumn Festival is based on the legend of Chang'e, the moon goddess in Chinese mythology. One of the Mid-Autumn Festival legends, Chang'e flies to the moon. It is said that in ancient times, 10 suns appeared in the sky at the same time, which dried up the crops and made people miserable. A hero named Hui was extremely powerful. He sympathized with the suffering people, climbed to the top of Kunlun Mountain, gathered all his strength, pulled the magic bow, shot down more than 9 suns in one breath, and ordered the last sun to rise and fall on time to benefit the people. Hui was respected and loved by the people because of this. Hui married a beautiful and kind wife named Chang'e. They loved each other very much. Many aspiring people came to learn from him. He had many students, but one of his students named Ping Meng, who had evil intentions. One day, Hui went to Kunlun Mountain to practice Tao. He happened to meet the immortal's Queen Mother passing by, and the Queen Mother gave him immortal medicine for reward. It is said that taking this medicine can immediately ascend to heaven and become an immortal. However, Hui was reluctant to leave his wife behind, so he had to temporarily give it to Chang'e for safekeeping. Chang'e hid the elixir in the treasure box on the dressing table, but was seen by the villain Ping Meng, who wanted to steal the elixir and become an immortal himself. 3 days later, Hui led his disciples out hunting, and Ping Meng, who had ulterior motives, pretended to be sick and stayed behind. Not long after Hui led everyone away, Ping Meng broke into the backyard of the inner house with a sword in hand and forced Chang'e to hand over the elixir. Chang'e knew that it will be disaster if Ping Meng got it. In a critical moment, she made a decisive decision, turned around, opened the treasure box, took out the elixir and swallowed it. After Chang'e swallowed the elixir, her body immediately floated off the ground, rushed out of the window, and flew into the sky. Because Chang'e was worried about her husband, she flew to the moon closest to the earth and became an immortal. In the evening, Hui returned home, and the maids cried and told what happened during the day. Hui was shocked and angry. He drew his sword to kill the villain, but Ping Meng had already escaped. Hui was so angry that he beat his chest and stamped his feet. He looked up at the night sky and called his beloved wife's name. At this time, he was surprised to find that the moon today was particularly bright and clear, and there was a swaying figure that looked like Chang'e. He desperately chased the moon, but he chased 3 steps, the moon retreated 3 steps, he retreated 3 steps, the moon advanced 3 steps. No matter what he did, he could not catch up. Hui was helpless and missed his wife, so he had to send people to Chang'e's favorite back garden to set up an incense table and put her favorite honey and fresh fruits on it, to offer a remote sacrifice to Chang'e, who was attached to him in the moon palace. After hearing the news that Chang'e flew to the moon and became an immortal, the people set up incense tables under the moon and prayed to the kind Chang'e for good luck and peace. From then on, the custom of worshipping the moon on Mid-Autumn Festival spread among the people. Moreover, this festival and mooncakes have evolved into a happy festival for family reunion, greeting friends, and sharing mooncakes.